Hello people, and welcome to another Fyxshion Reydiou. Today we're going to be talking about a really rare kind of anime. Though it was really popular, but damn, I missed this anime. So yeah, we're going to be talking about GetBackers. So Shinja, will you tell us a little bit about this anime?
Sure. So GetBackers. They never say that.
No. No.
It just feels like something that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
One, it has a weird name. First time I heard about it, it's just like it's a very Japanese thing almost. It's like get backer, like they get stuff back.
Yeah.
So the anime is pretty much what the title says. So we have our two protagonists, Ginji Amano and Bon Mido.
Yeah.
And they both have I don't want to say superpowers, but it's just basically what they are, superpowers.
Yeah.
And they work together as freelance what's the word, jack of all trades. So they'll do anything that you ask them for money, but specifically they retrieve something that you lost for them. That's why they're the GetBackers.
Yeah.
The two of them, using their powers, they'll take on any number of requests and try to fulfill them. And they all do this from this bar that they kind of hang out at. They call it their base of operations. Really, they're just kind of freeloading there. and they're actually trying to pay off their bill at the bar.
Yeah.
So that's basically the plot of the anime there.
That totally is what it is, exactly.
Yeah. Now, each of them has a specific superpower. Bon, if I remember correctly, he's the blonde-haired dude. I gotta check for sure. No, never mind.
That's Ginji.
Yep. Ginji is the blonde-haired character. He's a lightning man. He creates lightning.
Oh yeah.
That's basically his superpower.
Yeah.
And then Bon, he has the evil eye.
Yeah.
And so the evil eye, they don't really explain everything it can do.
Well, it makes illusions. Its name is Jagan. He calls it Jagan.
They can watch a 1 minute long illusion.
Yeah.
Basically, kind of force them, he can trick them, I guess, into thinking something else happened, or maybe think them to that something else has happened. But he can only use it 3 times a day.
Oh yeah.
And it's only 1 minute long illusions. And he also has a really strong grip, which he uses to crush stuff. It kind of reminds me of what's his name from One Piece? Luffy's brother.
Ace?
No, the other
Sabo.
one. Sabo, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
But those are their two powers.
Yeah. So let's see. What else about this anime? Of course, this is more like it has action, it has comedy in it, a lot of comedy.
Yeah, it's a shonen, it's got its its typical comedy, and it's got that very old early 2000s kind of comedy to it, where there's a lot of animation or facial expressions animated on them that makes it funnier and whatnot.
Yeah.
Which you don't really see nowadays.
Is it a 2002 anime? GetBackers is a 2002 to 2003 anime. So this is a 49 episodic series. Of course, like any other anime is just like 24 minutes long. So besides the action and the comedy, this anime, I watched it. I remember I used to watch it in Animax here in Puerto Rico. This was Animax Latino. I used to watch GetBackers in Spanish. And
dude, I never heard of Animax.
Oh, dude, man, that channel was the good thing, man. Yeah, it had a lot of anime, and mostly in Spanish. So yeah, I started watching GetBackers in Animax. I was like, okay, let's just watch it. You're in a channel, you're watching it at least episode 12 or episode 24. You don't even know where it started. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it's just kind of like you jumped right into it.
Yeah, I just jumped right into it. I'm like, okay, let's just watch this thing. And I'm like, I just saw at least one fight. I was like, okay, I need to watch more. And that was like they used to give new episodes. Yeah, new episode like each day. But they weren't new. It's just like they start repeating.
They would just I was like, yeah,
repeating everything. So, so I used to watch it every single day until I like hit that point of, okay, I saw this like a few months ago. Maybe that's where I started from, and I felt like, okay, let's just at least watch it completely when the internet was something. So yeah, I just jumped into the internet once this channel got canceled. I don't know what happened to the channel. An awesome channel though. It's just I missed Animax. So
yeah, those kinds of channels unfortunately didn't succeed in many places.
Yeah. So yeah, going back to GetBackers.
Yeah.
This anime, dude, has inspired me a lot. Once I started watching this series from beginning to end, like it's supposed to be, this anime, even the openings were like so freaking good. You remember the first and second opening? I don't know if you remember all those openings.
I don't remember. Unfortunately, the openings are stuff that I always block out. I know I'm not a real anime fan. It's like
right. It's oh gosh. So yeah, the openings and endings in this anime just hit that nostalgia part of me, because since I used to watch this in a specific channel, this was at my teen. I was really a teenage boy. I'm really old now. Yes, I know, but this was my teenhood. And I really appreciate those kinds of openings and endings, even though the endings really felt fan service at some point. Fan service as yaoi.
Yaoi? What?
Yeah, dude, you need to rewatch those endings.
Yeah, because I don't. Because I was like,
really?
Because I was gonna say, when this anime, like the art style and everything like that happened in it, like it gave me a lot of like Full Metal Jacket or Full Metal Panic vibes.
Full Metal Panic, yes. That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like, that one was ecchi, not yaoi ecchi.
Well, that's just the ending. I think it was like one ending that it felt really gay.
I know. So the anime takes a really weird shift and direction after a while, because it's like, so the beginning of the anime is very Hunter Hunter-esque.
Oh yeah,
where it's like, oh yeah, we're having a good time. We're just, we're solving cases and we're friends, and we have the occasional thing. But then, freaking Genji has like this thing happen to him, and he becomes emo.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, what? It like turns into almost a completely different anime. It's like, you must climb this tower of 100 floors and discover the secret of the Phi brain. You know, it's not actually the Phi brain. I'm just pulling something out of my ass.
Yeah.
But it changes pretty drastically.
Oh yeah.
So like after his edgy edgelord transformation, like I'm sure there probably was an ending like that.
Yeah, those endings as music endings, like the credits. So that was just once. I mean, it felt weird because, you know, Genji and Ban are really close friends, and they just pulled that thing off like, what? But the anime is completely different from what that ending is actually showing up. I mean, this is no yaoi. This is there is one character that I was always confused if he was a woman or a man.
There's always that one. It has
there's
to make
always
you question yourself.
And that is, let me look here. Hubei Kake.
What the heck is?
Hubei, yeah. And this guy it's a guy, and he looks like a woman.
Are you sure it's not Jubei?
Yeah, Jubei. Yeah, my cousin's name, because my cousin has this same name. I was like, man, this dude that looks like a woman has my cousin's name. So I'm like,
oh, well,
you know who I'm talking about?
Well, I'm looking at pictures, and it looks like a dude. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's that one. That's
the one with the sunglasses.
Okay, no. I don't think he ever wore sunglasses. No, hold on. Maybe I'm confusing one. No, I think it's. No, Hubei was that one, but there was one. Oh man.
You don't know. We're never gonna.
Dude,
know.
I know there was someone that looked like a woman, but who? Yeah, dude. I was really always confused. Like, and you know that the Spanish dub, they don't even care about it. I was like really confused. Like.
Did they give it a woman's voice, or
they gave it a really man's feminine voice?
A feminine male voice.
Yes, I was like, oh no, I don't know, man. I was in my mid-teens. I was. I don't know what to feel, man. This anime.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, this anime did screw me up, man.
Don't do me bad, son.
Yeah. So Jubei Kake, that's not him, because I'm seeing pictures.
Well, people will know if you watch this anime. You'll know.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so what else about this anime? There's a lot of fights. There's a lot of freaking good fights in this anime.
You there, Zyber?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's I think it's the Discord, yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Oh wait, dude. I think it's him, man.
It is still Jubei?
It's Jubei, man. I think he has double. Oh man, what is this? Dude, you have to see a picture. Dude, dude, I'm even getting confused right now.
He has a sister called Sakura.
Okay, that might be it. That might be it, because every time he wasn't on screen, because oh man, I think the dubbing was wrong. This is why I got confused.
We're never gonna find out.
Yeah, never gonna find out. Maybe Maybe
have to watch the whole anime again.
Yeah, because the dubbing in Spanish used to call this the girl Jubei too. Damn it, this dubbing. Anyways, freaking dubbing, freaking whatever this character is. But anyways, whatever. Anyway, that character never had boobs anyway. So that's why I got confused too. Anyway, so what else? Yeah, the fighting and
yeah, it has quite a bit of fighting. It's a shonen battle anime, so you can expect at least one fight each episode for sure.
Oh yeah, totally. It just has tons of actions. Especially with I love Bond's versus someone else, because Bond is just really badass. I mean, Genji is badass, but Bond, damn, that guy fights like a beast. So the animation in this anime, this is early 2000, so you gotta be ready for this type of animation. This is between the transition from the 90s to early 2000, and even though with that, this animation is top-notch. Even the fight scenes look good. It's really fluid. The fight doesn't seem really choppy like early 2000 anime, those really lazy ones that are really, this one does not suffer at least that kind of animation. At least this is a type of animation similar to what the Inuyasha quality, because Inuyasha started in the legit the 2000, where that transition came over, and I really hate that transition when they tried to digitalize mostly everything. It was horrible, but at least GetBackers did not suffer from that.
I think they were already done with it.
Oh yeah,
and
of course.
At this period too, it was hard for some like lower budget anime, because I think GetBackers was lower budget.
It is. Yeah.
Like it was still hard for them to do all that stuff, because like even though it was starting to get more popularized, it was still expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the reason why Gintama stayed 4x3 forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like every other anime was in like HD 16:9, and Gintama like they were still airing in 4x3, and everyone was like what the frick, man? Like, we just don't have the money for it.
Yeah, that's it's basically GetBackers, since our two protagonists are always broke. That resembles.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, exactly. That resembles what the actual show is. But either way, the story's pretty good. The characters are really awesome. Once again, I don't know if in English dub or the actual subtitles called Genji the Lightning Emperor, just like in Spanish. Did they?
I don't know. In English, they did the subs. I don't know about the dubs. In the subs, they did call him the Lightning Emperor.
Okay, yeah. Because in Spanish, they call him the Lightning Emperor. So Genji gets into this Super Saiyan form.
Yeah. His hair gets all staticky and spiky.
Yeah.
So he's like white Static Shock.
Oh yeah. That's basically what it is. The Japanese Static Shock. So, Shinja, which these characters, if you remember, your favorites?
Oh, dude. Like, so nowadays, I would like Genji more. Like,
Genji?
Yeah, nowadays. But when I was a kid, I wanted to be edgy and cool and stuff. So Bon was like definitely like my
yeah.
favorite, and you know he had his evil eye thing, which made him even more mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know all characters with eye powers were like the shit back then.
Yeah, totally.
You know, Sasuke and stuff. It was like, oh man. So like when I first watched it, it was probably Bon who was like my favorite. Though I really resonated with the bartender.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, he doesn't do anything. He's just there for
Yeah.
like comedic relief and just part of the story. But I just like that, like, you know, they just always had him, like he was like a good friend to them, and he was just always just so sophisticated looking, you know, like just he doesn't have to do anything but just stand there and like look good. Like it was just nice seeing him, you know.
Yes. Indeed. Fully agree. So
other than that, I don't remember any other characters.
It's like we're trying to remember going back in time. So my favorite one will be always Bon me though. He is legitimately the badass. I like his fighting style, his powers, his attitude. He's cocky. He gets too carried away. He gets his ass kicked, but then he gets up and then he kicks the bad guy's ass. And I was really inspired by this character and this anime as a whole. I would really love a job like this, though.
Honestly, it would be a really hard job to pull off.
That would be awesome.
I mean, yeah, it'd be pretty cool, but it'd be so hard to pull off because it's, you know, just it has to be dependent on, you have to get your name out there.
Oh yeah.
First of all. And like you have to take on any request because it's like, you know, day to day, like you don't know like when your next job is gonna come, so you gotta accept everything.
Oh yeah, you need to
be
the
very
anime
powerful. Portrayed that well.
Yeah.
Because there were, you know, one day they'd be like rescuing a lost treasure or something, and the next day they're trying to find a lost cat.
Oh yeah. It's it's to get back what it's lost. So I think they did get everything back.
They had 100% retrieval rate. That's what they always bragged about.
Yeah. So these two guys are pretty good. So you can like call them if you lost something.
Yeah.
Although this was back in the early 2000s. So what else about this anime? As far as I can remember, where did you get to watch it, Shinja? Like, do you actually remember the year where you started watching this series?
Oh man, dude! Like when I watched this, like I was starting to watch like Naruto. Like I know I hadn't even finished Naruto.
Did I recommend you the GetBackers?
Yes, you did recommend me GetBackers. Yeah, I like most of the anime that I saw, you recommended to me.
Yeah.
There was a few. So like, I don't know if like anyone whoever watches this like ever visited the same anime sites I did, but the sites I used to watch anime was animecrazy.net.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it doesn't exist anymore at all. Like it got taken down because I don't know if it was copyright stuff or like I know they couldn't afford it after a certain point either. I think
the donations didn't get, you know, because most of all these websites, they survive donations and all that.
Donations and ads.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I'd spend money on Mega Upload to actually like watch stuff.
Damn, dude.
You know, Mega Upload. They'd upload stuff on Mega Upload, and it would be like, you watched an hour or something. Now you gotta wait.
I remember that, dude.
2 hours until you watch stuff. So I spent real money to try to watch stuff.
Yeah, and like once trying to skip the ending and the opening of the anime, so you have that kind of, you know, that time limit.
Because it wasn't playback minutes; it was like real time minutes.
Yeah, it was real time minutes.
So you could watch 3 minutes of a video and have it paused forever, and it would still count as like you watching.
Yeah, you watch. Yeah.
So like if you were binging, you were binging.
Yeah, this is back in the days, guys. Like I really did stuff for that.
Every second mattered.
Yeah.
It's like I had like the next link open and ready to go. So like as soon as like the to be continued slate went up, it was like close,
click,
open, play. Yeah.
The struggle, man. The struggle back in the day, man. Oh my gosh, this is a freaking throwback.
Anyway, so yeah, it was on that side. Like, so I either like I remember you recommending it to me.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't you who recommended it to me, that site had like a top 10 list.
Yeah.
And that's the anime that I watched, and then any anime that they like recommended on the side. It was a really good website. They kept it updated. They'd be like, anime this season, and they'd be like, top anime this season. So the stuff that people are watching and whatnot. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I wish like what is it, Crunchyroll or stuff would do that nowadays, because they'll show you a popular list, but it's just popular all time. They don't show you like what's currently popular. But
exactly,
you can sort of figure it out. Like, yeah, like.
Indeed, yeah. So so this anime, I think the manga went on and on. So the anime
the anime ended before.
Yeah, totally before.
It had a bad cliffhanger. Like,
oh yeah,
that's what I'll say. If you jump into the anime, there's the ending, you're gonna feel kind of like empty.
Yes.
Because there is a conclusion, but it like sets up for more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this is why it end up in episode 49. not that typical animes that end up in at least 50 episodes or 60 episodes or 24, 25 episodes.
Well, this was one of those animes like so back then it was really common
exactly
for anime to go more than 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Like if they got like a TV spot, it'd be like, oh yeah, just keep going until basically you get canceled.
Yeah, so it catches the manga, or the manga. Well, same what happened with Full Metal Alchemist, the first one.
Yeah, and so they like put in fillers and stuff.
Oh yeah,
whatnot, but they don't do that anymore. Now it's like even harder to get like a consistent spot. Like it's taken up by Naruto and One Piece.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else right now has been airing as long as those two shows, other than Detective Conan, which is still going, and Gintama.
And Gintama, right.
Which, Gintama goes away, comes back, goes away again,
Yes.
Anyway.
So yeah, guys, this anime fully recommended. It's really fun to watch. It has a lot of action, comedy, superpowers, if you like superpower things and all that.
Yeah, really if you cool watch characters. Stuff like what's that new anime? It's it has a similar premise. Bungo Stray Dogs.
Bungo Stray Dogs, yeah, watch that one.
If you like Bungo Stray Dogs, you're gonna probably like GetBackers because it's the exact same feeling. You know, the only difference Bungo Stray Dogs is you have an entire company per se.
Yeah, it's like a really big crew.
Yeah, but it's the same premise where it's like they have superpowers and they take on jobs to solve stuff, and they, you know, even like at Bungo Stray Dogs, like the first few episodes, they start off at a bar. It was like, whoa, like I've seen this exact same setting elsewhere. And there's other animes that have done like, what, Gintama is almost the same format, except Gintama's full on comedy.
Totally. Yeah.
GetBackers was actually like trying to be serious. Gintama took it the other way. It's like,
exactly.
Yeah, we're jack of all trades, but
yes,
it's all comedy at this point. So if you like Gintama, you'll probably also like GetBackers.
GetBackers, yeah.
If you like the action part of Gintama.
Correct. So yeah, guys, I think this will be it. Fully recommend this anime. So yeah, please don't forget to favorite, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. This has been Zyber,
And this has been Shinja.
and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.